Remember that movie, The Holiday, with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz, where they actually switch homes and one stays in the other's home for a couple of weeks? It was a great movie, but it's also a great concept, and that's what I wanted to talk about today is some ways that you can really travel without spending a lot, especially on accommodations. So there is that. There's a couple of websites for that, HomeSwap and HomeExchange.com. So if you have a nice place where somebody would like to come, especially if you live at the beach and you want to go to the mountains, if you live in a city and you want to be rural, there's always people that want what you have. So that's a great way to do it. Another way you can travel for almost free is you can do volunteering abroad. And they especially have programs for older, not, I don't like to say older, sorry. People in their 50s, 60s, 70s, they want volunteers to teach English to kids. Sometimes you can work on farms, you can help cook in a kitchen. There's all kinds of programs, and sometimes you have to pay a small stipend for, your food, but basically it's a free stay, and it's a great way to meet people and be part of a community. So there's two companies that I know of, World Packers and Workaway, and those are two that you might want to check into. The other one that is dear to my heart because I've used it so many times is house sitting and pet sitting. It's good both ways. It's good if you want to travel. I've had pet sitters for myself that they want to travel. They're exchanging a place to stay for pet sitting, house sitting, and these people are all background checked and they want to do well because they want 5-star reviews. So it works on my end too when I want to go travel. But then I've also been a pet sitter where I've stayed in some beautiful homes and taken care of, a cat, a dog. I have a friend that does this full time, and he actually was just staying on a farm, and he was so excited because there was chickens and pigs and horses. That one I don't think I would want to do because he said it was a lot of work, but he loved it. So trustedhousesitters.com. And again, people travel all over the world doing this. I had a couple come and stay at my place for a month last year, and they were a Russian couple, a young couple, probably, in their 30s. They had traveled over here with their husky dog because they just wanted to travel around the States for a year or two. So that's what they're doing, and they're getting sits and they're getting to see this whole country of America. But the Trusted House Sitters is all over the world. I mean, I talked to another couple that has traveled all over Europe and they've never paid for a hotel room, or maybe they have a couple of nights in between sits, so they do stay at, Stella's over here again, my dog. Anyway, it's a great way. And then there's another one that I just got hooked in with called HouseSittersAmerica.com. So there's TrustSitters.com, TrustedHouseSitters.com, and the AmericaHouseSitters.com. So those are really great. I highly recommend those. And people have said to me, "Ooh, how do you let somebody stay in your house that you don't know?" But most pet sitters, you don't know at first. You have to give everybody a chance. And like I said, everybody's background checked and emails verified, and they have references. And then once you start sitting, you get more 5-star reviews, and then people want you, and you can be pretty booked up. Another way is a lot of programs, cruises, businesses like mine, Wind Journeys, is kind of an affiliate program where if you have a group of people, say you want to do a family reunion, or say you have, 8 or 10 friends that you can get to travel with you, typically you can get a complimentary room or a complimentary trip. That's what I do on mine. If I tell people, if you get me 10 people to go on my Camino trip, then you get a free room, whether that's for you and a partner or a solo room. I'm fine with either one. So there's many people that do that, and many companies do that. I did a trip. I took, it was Max Adventures, which mostly does walking trips all over the world, but mostly in Europe. And I called them, I communicated with them, and I said, how many people would it take for me to get a complimentary trip or room, I should say. You obviously still have to pay for your plane ticket over there. And they said, if you get 8, then you get a complimentary room. So I got 8 people and I got a complimentary room, and it was a wonderful trip, walking the Cotswolds in England. And so I think I will probably work with them again. There's several companies that do that. Like I said, you can get, free accommodations. So those are kind of my top ones. There's one, there's another one that I don't know if I even want to tell you this, but it's timeshare presentations. And you can get free accommodations. People want you to come and do their, I think you have to commit to like a 2-hour presentation, but you get to stay in beautiful places, a lot in Mexico. But I have to tell you, these people are master salespeople. I mean, they're trained. I think they lie too. Sell you a timeshare. So as long as you go in knowing that, and you just know no matter what they say, you're going to say no, or maybe you want to, get a timeshare. I actually got kind of sucked into a timeshare that I'm trying to get rid of right now because they did misrepresent themselves. But I know people that travel that way, and they say we have no problem saying no and sitting through a 2-hour presentation. So that's another way. Anyway, if you have any other suggestions, drop it in the comments. And I'm going to also be doing another video probably tomorrow, strictly towards women over 50 traveling solo, but not alone. So there's a difference. And I have lots of ideas for that as well. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Again, I'm Jennifer, and I am a chef with a catering business and a small travel business. And I'm actually studying right now to be a travel advisor. So hopefully I'll have a lot more travel tips and ideas for you coming up. So thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. God bless. Have a great day.